Hi guys. Oh, I thought I was too tired to do a resin pour, but well, then I put my pieces and I just decided to go for it. So here we are, using craft resin instead of deep pour, like the last couple videos. Ba, ba, ba. I have clear, black, and then two interference powders, one silver, one purple. Let's see. These three are made with some cheap resin that I found at the bin store at a Amazon return store, and it looks cheap as shit, but it was $10 for it's 64 times 4, 250 ish. I don't know, about 250 ounces of resin. Can't turn that down, and even though it is cheap, I figure as long as I use that stuff for my colorant and not my clear, I will be okay. So to get started, all right, out of my way. All right, so I'm doing next phase on my Star Wars pieces. I took some paint pens and kind of marked these up a little bit to look like, I don't know, star fields or hyperspace lanes or something of that nature. And I'm just going to add the final layer to this. Okay, clear with glitter, and then just some little streaks of the interference powder. And in the words of Goofy, we'll do it again. Booyah, space gas. I love interference powder. It makes such magical stuff happen. Alright, let's swirl this around a little bit. Stellar winds. Okay, all set. Off you go. Into the garbage chute, flyboy. And number 2. Our little A-Wing. Love these guys. Trying to avoid getting resin on the actual piece itself. And once again, we swirl. For For some reason, the theme song for Star Trek Voyager is playing in my head, which is highly inappropriate, but I do love that show. Come at me, Trek nerds and Star Wars nerds. I'll fight both of y'all over that. It was a great show. Okay, so now let's do our two kitty cats, which need the next layer. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this interference powder along the outer edge. And then fill it in with the black to kind of match the existing color pattern. I need a pokey stick. Not to be confused with a Pokemon. There you are. What are you doing way over there? Okay. Alright, just trying to get some of these bubbles to release, to fill in. So the demarcation line between the two pores is a little less obvious. We'll see how that turns out. Alright, and kitty number 2, you get that's the purple. Okay, so I'm going to pour the silver on this one. Give her some millennial socks, as my roommate would say. No idea what that means. Okay. All set. Off to the cabinet. Now I need about 350. That'll work. Oh, I am still very tired. I would still very much like to go finish up Spider-Man 2. First, I will finish up this. Okay, alright. I don't want to use interference powder on these because they've been treated with chromatic, and that would just be kind of pointless. Alright, pour those halfway, slosh them around a little bit. Give them a squish. Help the resin get down into all the nooks and crannies. And repeat. This one is a little bit harder to get everything out of the nooks and crannies because there's just so fucking many of them. Same for the other one, actually. Both of those big flowers. But luckily, they don't rely on the mold details for their beauty. Okay. We're going to fill these up with the interference powder. Why do I feel like this one's leaning? Okay. Spritz these real quick. Cabinet we go. Actually, let me make a little room. I need a skull. Yeah, there we go. All right. Use up the rest of the interference powder. Drop in the last little bit of black that's in here for contrast. And some alcohol ink for the lulz. Okay, so we need the alcohol ink to get down in there. So we're just going to pour the rest of the clear on top of that. Et voila. Okay. I got a tiny bit left. What am I going to do with it? Start a new skull, a new mini skull. I might have exactly enough to make this mini skull. That's delightful. Huzzah. Okay. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. Hold that thought. Okay, what I really want to be able to use these little skulls for is, moving forward, is make them into hair clips like that. So I'm just gonna can I pull any more out of this? Just a tiny bit more. Alright, we're going to find out if that is enough to lock the actual clip in place. In public? What the fuck? Hope so. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Alright, let's move this to the cabinet. Okay, all zipped up. And the mic is still running. All right, well, that's it, guys. Time for me to clean up and go play Spider-Man and go to bed. All right, I'll see y'all later.